If you're over 60, here's something most people never hear from their doctor. Bone loss doesn't start with a fracture, a fall, or a scary scan. It starts with tiny silent shifts in your daily routine that seem harmless at first. But what if the habits you've trusted for decades, your morning rituals, your mealtime patterns, even the hours you spend sitting, were quietly accelerating bone thinning without a single warning sign? And what if new research in aging medicine shows that the real danger isn't what you're doing wrong, but what you don't notice happening inside your bones every single day? According to leading bone health and osteoporosis prevention researchers, the body after 60 stops responding to ordinary routines the way it used to. And that shift can speed up bone loss after 60 faster than most seniors ever realize. And in just a moment, you'll hear why even active, health-conscious older adults unknowingly fall into the same trap, something many seniors never suspect. Think about this. Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s stay strong, steady, and mobile, while others suddenly struggle with stairs, balance, or lingering aches that weren't there the year before? Could it be that the difference isn't genetics or luck, but a set of small, science-backed habits that either protect your bones or quietly weaken them? Did you know researchers now believe bone loss can accelerate years before symptoms appear, meaning you could be doing everything right and still losing bone density without feeling a thing? Keep listening, because in about 20 seconds you'll hear the silent shift inside aging bones that even many doctors don't mention, a major factor in senior bone health. Here's the twist. Almost no one tells older adults. Bones remain biologically alive for life. They listen, adapt, and rebuild, but only when they receive the right signals at the right moments. And the shocking part is that many seniors send the wrong signals without realizing it. Simple morning choices, subtle gaps in movement, nighttime routines, and overlooked nutrient windows can quietly push your bones toward fragility or toward resilience. If you're over 60, this matters more than ever, because the latest science suggests bone loss isn't a normal part of aging. It's a communication problem between your daily habits and your bone cells. Fix the signals, and your bones can slow their decline far more effectively than most people have been told. And coming up shortly, you'll hear why one unexpected daily pattern influences bone strength more than calcium supplements alone, a discovery surprising even seasoned researchers. So before you assume your bones are getting weaker simply because of age, consider this. What if just a few intentional changes in how you move, eat, and structure your day could help protect your hips, spine, and legs for the next decade? What if the most powerful tools you have aren't medications or supplements, but simple, natural ways to strengthen bones that you can start today? In the next section, you'll see how these everyday patterns add up, and why habit number 10 surprises almost everyone searching for ways to slow bone loss naturally. In this video, you'll discover why these daily signals matter so much, why they're often misunderstood, and how a handful of research-backed routines can help slow down bone loss, support stronger bones after 60, and improve long-term mobility. Starting with habit number 10 in just a moment. If you're over 60, here's the hidden truth almost no doctor explains. Bone loss doesn't begin with a fall or a fracture. It starts quietly, long before pain ever appears, slowly thinning the structure that supports your hips, spine, and balance. The real danger is how silent it is. Bone loss can progress for years without symptoms, weakening the foundation of your body while you go through normal routines, unaware that tiny internal changes are making everyday movements riskier than they used to be. And most seniors never hear that this decline can affect how confidently you walk, how well you sleep, and how steady you feel on something as simple as a staircase. And in just a moment, you'll hear why even active, health-conscious older adults lose bone strength faster than they expect, often without a single warning sign. But there's a hopeful side the medical system rarely emphasizes. Aging research now shows your bones never stop being biologically active. They listen, respond, and rebuild when they receive the right signals. Even in your 60s, 70s, and 80s, you can slow bone thinning when daily habits send the proper message to the cells that maintain bone density. In other words, bone loss is not inevitable. It's something you can influence with small, consistent choices aligned with a senior-friendly routine. Stay with me because in the next few seconds you'll hear why these tiny daily signals matter far more than most people realize in osteoporosis prevention. And here's the best part. You don't need intense workouts or expensive supplements to protect your bones. Studies show that simple, targeted habits can either accelerate bone loss or quietly strengthen your hips, improve balance, and help you move with confidence again. These habits work with your biology, supporting the natural repair processes your body is still trying to perform every single day after 60. In a moment, you'll hear why one overlooked daily pattern influences bone aging even more than calcium, something most seniors never get told. So while the threat of bone loss is real, the solution is absolutely within reach. In this video, you'll learn the simple, science-backed habits that help slow bone loss naturally, the daily signals your bones respond to the most, and how to build a routine that keeps you strong, stable, and confident for years ahead. Now, let's move into the next section, where we reveal the real why behind hidden bone loss after 60. According to researchers at Harvard Medical School, bone loss after 60 accelerates, not because your body is falling apart, but because the tiny bone-building cells stop receiving clear daily signals. Your bones are still alive and capable of repairing themselves. They're simply not getting the instructions they need. That's why so many older adults say, "I didn't fall or injure myself, but suddenly my hips or back feel weaker." And here's the surprising part. Small, consistent daily habits can restart those signals and give you far more control over bone density than most seniors realize. And in just a moment, you'll hear why these silent signals shape bone strength more than most people ever learn. A major 2023 study in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research showed that older adults who made small adjustments in how they move, eat, and structure their mornings saw meaningful improvements in bone turnover, the process that decides whether you gain or lose bone mass. Your bones respond to routine, not intensity. That's why some people in their 70s stay strong, while others feel unsteady even when they're doing everything right. The little daily patterns often make the biggest difference. Stay with me, because you'll hear why routines matter more than any single supplement for osteoporosis prevention. Research from the National Institute on Aging confirms that bone cells stay active for life, constantly removing old tissue and replacing it with stronger tissue. Bones aren't like cement. They respond to pressure, nutrients, and timing. That's why stiffness after long sitting or a sudden change in balance often reflects disrupted bone signals. And here's the hopeful twist. The right daily habits can slow bone thinning even if you already have osteopenia or early osteoporosis. In a moment, you'll hear why one simple morning choice influences bone density more than many medications. Experts at UCLA and Mayo Clinic also highlight a major shift after 60. Your body absorbs minerals very differently. Even healthy foods don't work the way they once did. That's why you may eat well, stay active, and still feel weaker or notice subtle posture changes. The problem isn't effort, it's timing and the type of input your bones receive. And in just a few seconds, you'll hear how easy it is to realign these inputs and why many seniors feel the difference faster than expected. So what does this mean for daily life? Slowing bone loss isn't about dramatic changes. It's about sending your bones the right signals through simple habits built into your mornings, meals, and movements. These small shifts can mean the difference between feeling fragile and feeling steady, confident, and strong. Now let's break this down, starting with the first science-backed habit in the next section. Now, let's count down the 10 science-backed daily habits that help slow bone loss in a simple, practical, and highly sustainable way. Especially if you're over 60 and hoping for stronger hips, steadier balance, and more confident movement throughout the day. Each one acts like a clear biological signal your bones immediately recognize. And as we move closer to number 1, that signal becomes even more powerful for long-term bone density, fall prevention, and overall senior mobility. None of these habits require extreme routines or complicated plans. They're small, realistic adjustments that work with your body's natural repair system, the same system your bones still rely on, even today. Number 10. Move every 30 minutes. Short bursts of movement wake up the tiny bone-building cells in your body and stop long stretches of sitting from triggering faster bone breakdown, something that becomes more common after 60. Simply standing up, stretching your calves, rotating your ankles, or taking a slow 60 to 90-second walk every half hour keeps circulation flowing and prevents stiffness from settling into your hips and spine. If balance feels uncertain, lightly holding a counter or sturdy chair keeps you safe, which is always the priority at this age. Within a single day, you'll often feel looser and more stable. A simple but powerful foundation for osteoporosis prevention and fall risk reduction. And in just a moment, you'll hear why this tiny habit sends a surprisingly strong activation signal to aging bones, stronger than many supplements ever do. Number 9. Prioritize protein at breakfast. Starting your morning with enough protein boosts the natural hormones that drive bone formation and muscle repair, giving your joints the strength and support they need to stay steady. Aiming for 20 to 25 grams from eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, tofu, or a basic protein smoothie helps rebuild the muscles around your hips, knees, and spine, the same areas most vulnerable to age-related weakness. If you're managing diabetes, choosing low-sugar or unsweetened options helps keep blood sugar stable. The payoff is noticeable. Better stability on stairs, curbs, and uneven sidewalks, which are some of the biggest daily challenges for adults over 60. Keep watching, because the next habit works hand in hand with protein, and most seniors never pair them correctly, even though the combination dramatically improves bone density. 8. Get 10 minutes of early sunlight. A few minutes of morning sunlight boosts your natural vitamin D levels, which your body depends on to absorb calcium and strengthen your bones from the inside out. You don't need long exposure. Consistency matters more than intensity, and even stepping outside or opening a sunny window before 10 a.m. helps trigger this essential process. People taking photosensitizing medications should check with their doctor about safe exposure. But for most older adults, this habit supports stronger posture, smoother movement, and healthier bone mineralization over time. And in about 20 seconds, you'll hear about one simple mineral nearly every senior overlooks, even though it directly influences bone aging after 60. 7. Add a magnesium source. Daily magnesium works like a spark plug for your bone-building hormones, helping regulate turnover and preventing excessive thinning of bone tissue. Without enough magnesium, calcium can't mineralize your bones efficiently, no matter how well you eat. Adding almonds, spinach, pumpkin seeds, cashews, or a doctor-approved supplement introduces the steady supply your body needs. Starting with small amounts prevents digestive discomfort and lets you gauge what works best for you. Many older adults notice smoother movement, better balance, and fewer missteps within weeks because magnesium helps your bones, nerves, and muscles coordinate more effectively. And coming up next, habit number 6 targets the exact muscle group that protects seniors from dangerous falls, one of the leading causes of fractures after 60. Number 6. Strengthen your calves and ankles. Strengthening your calves and ankles creates gentle pressure that wakes up the bone-building cells in your lower legs and improves circulation, two essential factors for keeping bone density strong after 60. Doing just 10 to 15 slow heel raises before meals or while brushing your teeth helps your muscles fire correctly and sends a powerful stability signal throughout your legs. If balance feels uncertain, simply place a hand on a wall or counter for support. Staying safe is always the first priority as we age. Over time, this tiny habit leads to noticeably steadier steps, fewer stumbles, and a dramatic reduction in fall risk, one of the biggest threats to aging bones and long-term independence. And in just a moment, you'll see how the next habit strengthens your bones from the inside in a way most seniors never expect. 5. Hydrate before each meal. Drinking a glass of water 15 to 20 minutes before breakfast, lunch, and dinner helps minerals travel more efficiently through your bloodstream so they can actually reach your bones. Without proper hydration, your body struggles to absorb calcium and magnesium, which slows bone turnover and leaves you feeling stiff. Seniors with heart failure restrictions should always follow their doctor's guidance, but for most older adults, this simple routine improves digestion, circulation, and nighttime comfort. Many people notice fewer leg cramps, better energy, and steadier mobility within weeks, all of which support healthier bones and better balance. Keep watching, because in about 20 seconds, you'll learn why your gut health, not just your diet, plays a major role in preventing osteoporosis. 4. Improve gut health. A strong gut is one of the most overlooked tools for protecting bone density. After 60, when your digestive system works well, it absorbs more of the calcium, magnesium, vitamin D, and protein your bones desperately need. When it doesn't, those nutrients simply pass through unused, adding foods like kefir, plain yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, or fiber-rich vegetables gives your gut what it needs to lower inflammation and improve mineral absorption. Stick to low-sugar options to keep blood sugar stable and avoid unnecessary stress on your metabolism. As your gut becomes healthier, your body finally starts using the nutrients you're already eating, and your bones feel the difference, often with better posture, smoother movement, and more confidence on your feet. And now we're entering the top 3, and each one creates a faster, more noticeable improvement in strength, stability, and bone health than the last. Number 3. Practice gentle impact light, controlled impact, such as slow marching in place, delivers a unique biological stimulus that your bones simply cannot get from sitting, stretching, or static exercises. When your heels make gentle, repeated contact with the ground, it triggers a wave of mechanical signals that travel upward through your legs, hips, and spine. These signals wake up the bone remodeling cells that naturally slow down after 60, helping your skeleton stay active instead of drifting quietly toward weakness. For many seniors, this kind of movement feels surprisingly accessible. 2 or 3 minutes of slow marching twice a day is enough to activate your hips, engage your core, and improve circulation without putting pressure on fragile joints. Just be mindful. If you've had a recent hip or spine fracture, skip this technique until your doctor clears you. But for everyone else, the benefits arrive faster than most expect. Within a few weeks, many older adults report that their steps feel surer, their hips feel more supported, and their overall gait becomes noticeably steadier. This gentle impact routine becomes a daily reminder to your bones that they're still needed and still capable of getting stronger. And in just a moment, you'll see why the timing of your nutrients, not just the nutrients themselves, can make or break your bone strengthening progress after 60. Number 2. Track your daily calcium window. Your body absorbs calcium in a surprisingly specific way, not in large, single doses, but in small, steady amounts spread across your day. When you give your bones calcium gradually, almost like a slow-release signal, they hold on to more of it, helping maintain healthier density over time. This is why adding calcium-rich foods to both your morning and evening meals can be far more effective than trying to load up all at once. The only major pitfall to avoid is pairing calcium with iron at the same time, because these two minerals compete for the same absorption pathway and can cancel each other out. When you distribute calcium across the day, your mineral balance stays more stable, your bone turnover rate slows, and the tiny cells inside your bones finally have a steady supply of what they need to rebuild. Many seniors notice the difference in subtle ways first: steadier posture, less wobbling during daily movements, and a deeper sense of support when standing or walking. Over time, this simple routine becomes one of the easiest, most science-backed habits for naturally slowing bone loss without restrictive diets or high-dose supplements. And finally, habit number 1 is the single routine that gives seniors the biggest, fastest boost in real-world strength. And once you hear it, you'll understand why doctors keep recommending it. Number 1. Strength train twice a week. Strength training is one of the most powerful bone-preserving tools ever studied. And the best part is that it doesn't require heavy weights, gym memberships, or intense workouts. When you apply even light resistance to your arms, legs, and core, your bones receive a direct mechanical message that tells them to stay dense, sturdy, and engaged. This message is far stronger than anything walking can provide, especially for hips, knees, and the spine, which rely heavily on resistance to maintain structural integrity after 60. Simple tools like light dumbbells, resistance bands, or even chair-based routines are enough to activate these bone-building pathways. If any movement triggers sharp or unusual pain, stop immediately and check with your doctor. Protecting your joints comes first. But once you find a routine that fits your ability level, the results show up quickly. Within a few weeks, most older adults feel more stable on their feet, more supported in their posture, and more confident walking, climbing stairs, or even getting up from a chair. This twice-a-week rhythm sends one of the clearest signals your bones can receive. Stay strong, stay active, stay ready. It's not just an exercise habit. It's one of the strongest defenses against osteoporosis, fractures, and age-related mobility loss. Now that you've seen the full countdown, let's move into the next section, where we turn these habits into one simple, senior-friendly weekly plan that supports long-term bone strength, better balance, safer movement, and the confidence to live your life with more freedom and less fear. If you've been feeling a little more tired, stiff, or uneasy on your feet lately, you're not alone. Millions of older adults across the country quietly face the same worries every single day, wondering why their bone strength or balance doesn't feel quite the way it used to. And if you've ever caught yourself thinking, is this just aging? Or am I doing something wrong? Take a breath. Because what you're experiencing is far more common than people talk about, and nothing to be ashamed of. Your body has carried you through decades of work, stress, family, life, and responsibility. Feeling worn down doesn't mean you're weak. It simply means your bones are asking for more support and clearer signals to maintain healthy bone density. And in just a moment, you'll see how one small daily shift can start changing those signals in your favor. A subtle but powerful tool for slowing bone loss. The encouraging part, the part most seniors never hear often enough, is that your body is still capable of rebuilding, adapting, and strengthening at any age. Bones stay biologically alive for life. They listen, they respond, and they improve when given the right cues. So even if you've been worried about bone scans, stiffness, or the fear of falling, there is real hope here. You're not too late, you're not too old, and you're not past the point of change. Every new habit you add becomes a small vote in favor of your future stability and independence. And for many older adults, these tiny steps end up making a bigger difference than they ever expected, especially when it comes to preventing osteoporosis and supporting steady mobility. Stay with me because what I'm about to say next may be the encouragement someone else truly needs today, especially someone losing confidence in their balance or bone health. You're also not doing this journey alone. Thousands of viewers on this channel, people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, are working through the same challenges, asking the same questions, and building stronger, steadier versions of themselves. And your voice matters in that community. Tell us in the comments, how old are you, and what's your biggest health goal right now? Maybe it's rebuilding bone density. Maybe it's improving balance. Maybe it's simply feeling confident walking across the room without worry. Whatever it is, sharing your experience helps someone else watching today feel seen, understood, and supported. In a moment, you'll see how your own story can quietly give another senior the courage to keep going. A powerful part of long-term senior wellness. Because the truth is this, your journey, with all its victories, setbacks, questions, and progress, could inspire someone who feels alone, scared, or stuck. When you share what you're working on, it gives another person permission to believe that meaningful change is possible for them too. And the more we talk openly about bone health, strength, aging, and the daily habits that shape our well-being, the stronger our entire community becomes. Now, with that sense of connection in mind, let's move into the next section, where we bring everything together into one simple, senior-friendly weekly plan you can start using today to support stronger bones after 60. Always speak with your doctor before adding supplements, adjusting medications, or making major changes to your routine, especially if you're managing high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, or osteoporosis. A quick check-in ensures these habits support your body safely and work well with any treatments you already rely on. Your health deserves guidance, not guesswork, and partnering with your physician keeps you protected while building stronger bones day by day. And in just a moment, you'll hear how even a tiny routine shift can meaningfully support bone density. Here's the truth every older adult should hear. Your body can still heal, rebuild, and adapt, no matter your age or starting point. Bones stay biologically alive for life. They respond to pressure, nourishment, movement, and timing, which means improvement is possible well into your 60s, 70s, and 80s. You don't need perfection or intense workouts to support bone strength. Consistency is what matters. Small habits, a little more sunlight, a bit of movement, one better meal, become daily signals your bones understand, helping slow bone loss naturally and safely. And stay with me, because in a moment you'll see why hope itself is one of the strongest drivers of long-term senior wellness. And remember, you're part of a growing community of older adults staying informed, proactive, and strong. You're not doing this alone. The questions you have and the progress you make are shared by thousands watching alongside you. If this video gave you even one helpful habit, give it a like and share it with someone who needs clarity or encouragement. Your share might be the turning point that helps another senior feel safer, steadier, and more hopeful about their bone health. And coming up next, you'll find another video that guides you step by step towards safer movement, stronger joints, and better balance after 60.